Good morning, superstars. So for today's talk for writing session, you are going to write the first paragraph of the non-chronological report that you planned yesterday. So I'm going to show you how I would do mine so that you've got some ideas. So I sent you my boxing up ideas yesterday. So I did mine all about thunder dragons. So that is going to be my title. I hope that you have created your title to link to the creature that you are writing about. So remember, titles can go in the middle of your lined piece of paper, and they need to have capital letters. Okay, and then obviously using a ruler you would underline your title nice and neatly. So Thunder Dragons is my title, remember you need yours. Then if you look at our model text of aliens, there was a sentence about aliens as an introduction. So I'm going to write a sentence about thunder dragons just to introduce my creature. So I said on my boxing up that they're feared creatures, so I need to include that. But I might also want to give another adjective to describe them. I think they're fascinating creatures. I've never seen a thunder dragon, not sure if you have, but I think they're fascinating. So I'm going to start next to my margin, capital letter, remember at the start of a sentence. So I'm going to say, thunder dragons are fascinating creatures. So I've used my adjective before my noun. So thunder dragons are fascinating creatures that are feared across the world. Feared across the world means that people are scared of them, and I'm thinking what people live on in the world, so I'm going to say feared by humans, are feared across the world by humans. That is my introductory sentence. So now I'm going to write my subheading for the paragraph I'm going to write today. I'm going to be talking about the appearance, so what they look like. I think I want to use a question for my subheading, so I'm going to say, what do they look like? Remember, it's a question, so I need to punctuate it correctly with a question mark and a capital letter at the start. Just like headings, subheadings need to be underlined also. Make sure you use a ruler. So, what do they look like? So, similarly to our aliens text, I reckon there's lots of different types, okay? Everybody's unique and different. So that's how I'm going to start. So, a capital letter. There are many different types of thunder dragons that vary, because I'm going to magpie this bit from the original text, so that vary considerably in, and I'm talking about what they look like, so I'm going to say in appearance. Obviously on the original text they said they vary in size, but mine's going to vary in appearance, so what they look like. So there are many different types of thunder dragons that vary considerably in appearance. Remember we spoke about generalisers last week, so I'm going to say most. So not all, but most, or the majority. And I'm going to be specific. I want to talk about the adult thunder dragons. So most adult thunder dragons are, and I'm linking back to my boxing up, I wrote the word enormous, which means big, so I'm thinking of creative vocabulary. So are enormous. Much better word choice than the word big. So So that's the end of that sentence. Most adult thunder dragons are enormous, full stop. I liked the way the next sentence was in the original text, the model text. It said furthermore, which means I'm going to add extra information. So I'm going to magpie that idea. Remember, for a sentence opener, you need to have a comma after it. So furthermore, comma. I want to talk about their skin. So their skin tends to be, so usually, okay, tends to be dark colours. Full stop. So usually, not always, and dark colours again, you might be thinking black, brown, grey, even a dark blue, dark purple, so it's not those light colours, it's specific to dark colours. And we know they vary in appearance, so they're not all the same colour, so it's just a dark shade of a colour. I think, rather than interestingly, or something, I might go amazingly as my next sentence opener and use an adverb. Amazingly, comma, they emit. Emit's an interesting word that you might not have heard before, so it means they give out, okay? They emit lightning, like the sky does when we're in a storm. They emit lightning from their wings. Oh, from their wings or from the tips of their wings, I want to change it to. From the tips, so that means the ends, tips of their wings. And I want to think when they might do that. Do they do it all the time? When they're feeling a certain emotion, so maybe when they're scared. Scared's again a bit of an easy word, so I want to go maybe when they feel threatened. Okay, from their wings when they feel threatened. And then that is the end of the paragraph I want to write today. I'm just writing one bit and so are you, just that first bit about what they look like. So remember, once you've written it, you always need to read back through from the beginning to check it makes sense. So thunder dragons. Thunder dragons are fascinating creatures that are feared across the world by humans. What do they look like? With a question mark, remember? There are many different types of thunder dragons that vary considerably in appearance. Most adult thunder dragons are enormous. Furthermore, their skin tends to be dark colours. Amazingly, they emit lightning from the tips of their wings when they feel threatened. That's the amount I expect you to write today. I'm really looking forward to reading what you come up with and to see what creatures you've created with your boxing up. So good luck, make sure you're creative with your word choice and check carefully that you've used the correct punctuation. Can't wait to read them.